If God is able to do everything, why can he not become a man? A good question, sahih? If God can do everything, why he cannot become a man? This is a tricky question. What they did, they ask you about God's actions, then the other question they said what? No, they tell you what God does, then they ask you about what God is. There's difference between what God is and what God does. God does whatever he wishes according to his wisdom. What God is does not change. For example, is it logical, rational to say God is all-knowing if he wants to? God's essence and his that, which is the attribute that is connected to his essence, does not change. If he got against his nature to become imperfect, he cannot be the same God who is perfect all the times. You see? So when you say God become a man, that is a paradox. Because a man is imperfect all the time. God is perfect all the time. So combine between the two. It doesn't make any sense, correct? So God is perfect all the time. Human is imperfect all the time. But God is a man at the same time. It's like someone telling you, God exists if he wants to. Huh? No, by definition, God has no beginning, no end. And that's why how you answer it. Say, no, there's difference between what God is and what God does. What God is does not change. God is all-knowing, correct? All the times. God is all-truthful, all the times. God is powerful, all the times. God has no beginning, no end, all the times. You see? So that's what God is. You understand? What God does, God spoke to Moses, he never spoke to me. He spoke to Prophet Muhammad, he never spoke to Intisar. You understand? So what God is different from what God does. You understand? So when a Christian asks you that, say, do you believe God changed? You say no. Because if God become imperfect, it is impossible for him to be the same God who is perfect all the times. So Christianity doesn't make any sense. However, there is two types of Christians out there. Some of them, they don't know, they're ignorant. And when you explain to them, they will accept Islam. Some of them are stubborn, they follow their forefathers, and they know it doesn't make any sense.